Yo, it's your boy Jay-Welch, rating the realness that's always felt. Make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe. I need y'all to run it up. The more y'all like, comment, subscribe, the more of this content I can drop and keep it going in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Boy, trying to get out there. You feel me? Type in. Let's go.
Mr. Jazz Autry, the Happy Valley child, now river, now coming flowing. The underground, rugged, elegant element of poetry. Only got a second job for a real goddess to notice me. Hold up, baby, you know it's me. They both said yes, so.
Yo, it's your boy Jay-Welch, rating the realness that's always felt. And today, we just gonna talk. We just gonna vent. Can I vent? It's a couple things that's been running through my mind, and I've been, conversing with myself in my head. But I feel like if I just get them out, it'll do me justice. And usually I would do this with my music, but I should have said Jay-Welch, radiating the realness that somewhat felt. But my main mission is to put this type of talking and healing in my music. But, everybody ain't trying to hear that all the time. This is what I'm learning. And so today's topic, or the main thing I want to say, and I'm going to hit on a few topics within it, but the main one is it's okay to start over. It's okay to start over. Excuse me. That's a reality that I have to come to grips with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I've been just really, thinking to myself and really trying to analyze and self-reflect, doing a lot of shadow work to myself, a lot of isolation, and just finding out who I am and why I'm not in a position where I want to be, I know a lot of us feel like that, like, I've been grinding, working, especially trying to be the humble and nice guy, you know what I'm saying? Trying to do what's right to myself and others and hoping you reap the benefits of being a good person. They say treat others as you want to be treated. That's not always true. In my situation, sometimes treating others how I want to be treated don't always work out because I have a big heart. I love unconditionally. And when I do something for somebody, there's no expectation for you to do the same. I'm not expecting that. I've learned to drop expectations. But the level of care that I have for someone, they won't have for me. You know what I'm saying? So at times, being conscious, woke, whatever you want to call it, finding self and finding more knowledge of self and who you are, you always got to be the bigger person. And sometimes I'm tired of being a bigger person. You know what I'm saying? When you are that person or the black sheep of the family, you always have to be the bigger person. You always have to be the one to overcome or to get through the situation. And sometimes that's tiring, But all in all, like I want to say, it's okay to start over. And it's okay to forgive and move on. I'm in a space right now. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a space right now where I'm trying to find my purpose, my mission, who I am, where I'm going, what I'm doing, Especially that I have a daughter, 4-year-old daughter. Shout out to my baby girl, Zaria. I need to know where I'm going. I feel like that's a pressure that I put on myself. I'm an Aries. Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Cancer ascendant. So I stress myself to be a great provider and a great person so my daughter can have what I didn't have. And we always want that, you know. And I think the hardest part for me, and why I say it's okay to restart, is letting go of past situations, relationships, friends, people, and accepting what it was and moving on to the next. I think the biggest problem with me in transitioning, and this is my, what I feel within myself or what I've been analyzing, is being a foster child. I'm not gonna lie, like that traumatization of going from house to house and not being with my family. It's that feeling of wanting to be loved and wanting to be around loved ones. Like, that's all I want is unconditional love. That's all I ever seek. So trying to fill that void, I go out of my way to do kindness for others, and then when they don't do the same for me, then I look, I be upset with myself, or I gotta be like, oh man, like, you should have known that from the jump. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've told myself that, but that's not always the situation. Sometimes you gotta give people the benefit of the doubt, but trying to find that balance of not extending my hand too much and put myself in a situation to where I'm looking out for somebody that's not gonna do the same for me, and not being an asshole. Like, this world makes you have to be an asshole. And that's at heart, that's not who I am. But in order to get what I need to get and do what I need to do, like, I've seen people do that and get where they need to go. So I'm not saying like I've even proven the theory to even see that, but I'm just trying to find that balance. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's for those that was in the, the past, the old friends and friendships. Y'all know who you are. Like, I miss that. I ain't gonna cap. You know what I'm saying? I miss that. Like, that type of energy, what we was doing and all that. The type of people I was around back then. Like, trying to find myself in that. You know what I'm saying? I made mistakes. Other people made mistakes, but I'm always willing to forgive and try to move on, but other people not willing to do that. But you gotta be willing to accept that. I have to be willing to accept that. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's the hardest part right now of transitioning, is knowing that you have some good people, some good loyal, some ride or dies. You know what I'm saying? Male and females. People who was down with you, rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, being that foster child, coming where I'm coming from, having that traumatization of just wanting that unconditional love, it felt good to have that and not to have that no more. It's all about just transitioning and accepting that. And that's where I'm at now. I just, transitioning, trying to find myself, just get it off my chest. At the end of the day, like, get it off my chest. That's the main thing. But it's okay to start over. It's okay to start over friendships, relationships, spirituality as well. I'm not saying like scratch the board, because that's not what I would do. But I'm talking like I've even had to reset and like go back to the basics of, I'm not gonna lie, man, it was a point in time where I was slipping on my spirituality. Like, I wasn't doing the works that I needed to be doing on a consistent basis that I used to be. And in my heart and in my spirit, I'm trying to chase a past me. I want that energy from the past me before I had my daughter. When I was just, not caring as much. And I guess, parenting, being responsible for another life, that's a whole nother responsibility. No matter how I want to turn it off, I can't turn that off. No matter how I want to do what I want to do back then or nothing like that. Like, it's automatic in me now. But I find myself trying to chase the energy and the spirit of when I was consistently on my spiritual journey, meditating every day, exercising every day, eating right, jogging. Like, I was so consistent on it. I had my friends coming to join me at the jog track. You know what I'm saying? Like, at Westport Middle School, Westport High School, and I was living on Westport at the time. 39th in Baltimore at the Alcazars. And them Alcazar days was. We gonna drop a Alcazars episode for sure. But I was very consistent. I was meditating in nature. Yo, I remember one time I was out meditating under a full moon, and it felt like, yo, I was sinking in the earth. My root chakra was so rooted into the earth. And every time I meditate, and I do my meditation on my chakra meditations, I start with my root chakra, and I imagine a red Jack and the Beanstalk coming from like Agartha or something. From like, you see just a red big ass tree vinyl coming from the earth to the inner earth, planting in there, boom, like getting rooted for real. It's so important about having that imagination when you do that. So it's like even just talking about it, you see me smiling. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's glimpses of it. But staying consistent, like doing it, just putting into action and doing what I need to do. I'm not gonna lie, just doing the co-parenting and having this one job is just not enough to provide the means that I need to purchase the right foods, the healthiest foods all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want my whole kitchen to be vegan, alkaline, you know what I'm saying? Foods that help me get my body right. But it'd be hard. You gotta pay the rent, gotta pay the bills, make sure the car is right, make sure her schooling is paid for, it, internet, phone bill. You know, there's just a lot, but that's no excuse. I know I'm more than capable. But like I said, just taking all that into perspective, just restarting. I feel like if I get back to my spiritual essence, really getting grounded, all this other physical things that I'm complaining about will be wayside. Like, staying consistent in spirituality, being grounded, doing my works, meditating, doing my yoga, really finding that source. I'm not gonna lie, man, like, you can ask my homie Steven. Shout out to my nigga Steven. We was doing the insanity workout. I was eating right, I was on my shit. Then we did the T25 at his house one day. And this when we was doing Tai Chi, practicing throwing energy at flames, trying to put flames out, trying to knock over like folded aluminum. And so we did a T25 at Steven's house, and I'm feeling good, yo. The energy, I'm feeling good. So I like formed this little energy ball. I was just thinking and using my hands because I was already at a point there where I know the right hand is yang energy. That's where you push energy. Left is yin. You receive energy. And I was already practicing and working on pushing and receiving energy at that time. You know what I'm saying? And focusing my energy on a certain source in a specific spot. And so I was just feeling good. I did focus my energy, use the energy, use the force. And it's another tip. I ain't gonna get into that. Another tip I learned in meditating and trying to build the energy. It's not a physical thing, it's a mental thing, but I'm gonna get into that another time. But I'm like, I just feel my hands pulsating. I feel the sphere forming in my hand. I told him, come check this out. Come put your hand within the circle, the energy. Yo, when he hit it, you can feel it like woo, woo, woo. Like, I'm not lying. Ask him. I'm gonna have him on here, yo. I'm gonna have my nigga on here for some episodes, and we're gonna chop it up because we got hella stories. Because we woke up together, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have some stories. We're gonna have some stories. I'm gonna have some people talk. I'm gonna have receipts for all these. I'm gonna have receipts, yo. But that time, yo, was beautiful. And I'm just trying to seek that. It feels like in this current moment. Because if I have that type of spiritual groundedness that I had back then in this current moment, then all of my stress and problems of this physical and trying to be the best and wondering how I'm gonna pay this bill and how I'm gonna get my daughter to school, man, like, man. But just gotta have faith, right? You just gotta have faith. That'd be the hardest part. But it's okay to start over. It's okay to reset. It's okay to put new things in perspective because you grow, you experience new things, experience new relationships, new energies and all that. So sometimes you gotta step back, cleanse, detox, get yourself together, then step back out there. So that's where I'm in the mind state of now. Or I am in the energy of trying to pursue now. Finding myself again for the third time. I call this being thrice born. Of course, the first time is being incarnated, March 24th, 1993, Truman Hospital, Kansas City, Missouri. My second time being born is waking up around 2011, end of 2011, 2012. That felt being born again, like Christian, being born again, like really I felt that energy because I was living with a whole new mind state. The whole world was different than what I had previously saw it. I was not open to so much of the world was going on. The people who control the world, all the conspiracies and everything, like the chemtrails, like it's so much. And I'm gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about it. But I was just playing basketball on the block, yo. I didn't know what I was doing, where I was going. Just day by day on the block with my niggas trying to get it. Trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't no street nigga, but we was just trying to survive. And then documentary hit me, just started waking up around that time. And so that waking up, I seen the world in a whole new perspective. And now for this time, after seeing the world in a whole new perspective, after waking up, it's like a shock to your spirit, to your soul, to your consciousness. Like, yo, boom, you woke now. After being woke and, okay, this is that, it's all about trying to live that now. That's the next step I felt. And so after I found out what life is, or more about life, now it's trying to live what I believe. And through that, I believe you find the highs and lows. You test theories out. You test theories out to see what actually works and what doesn't work. What works for you and what doesn't work for you. You know what I'm saying? What spiritual practices help you stay grounded and help you elevate, and what spiritual practices don't. Like I'm in this big old situation now where I feel like it's this new conscious era. Let me check the time. I feel like it's this new era it's this new age era, should I say. And I guess now if you don't have tarot cards, you're not spiritual. I don't know where that's coming from, but nowadays it seems like all the younger ones too, you know what I'm saying? Like if you ain't got a deck of tarot and doing tarot on people, then you're not spiritual. Then you don't what? I got my like no matter what no one says, does, I'm never gonna try to sway nobody with their belief or what they do. But what I felt, what I feel, and what I've been through, nobody can ever discredit that. I don't care who you is and how much work you've done. I respect that and I will never discredit that. But you can't discredit what someone else has done because they don't have the same tools that you have. Like it's levels to it. It's really levels to it, you know, so it's just I felt it's this new era. I don't know what it is, but all in all, after you find knowledge yourself, you put those theories into practice. You find out what works for you, what doesn't work for you. You find out what techniques help you, what techniques don't help you. And I feel like now I'm at a point now where I've did this, did that, found out what works for me, what doesn't work for me. I'm at a point, okay, finding balance in spiritual essence of what's been working for me, but also trying to find new things. Not trying to be stagnant, not trying to be stuck in what's been working, but finding new things that work as well. Implementing that while being a great father and providing for my daughter. Like, that's my biggest stress and biggest pressure, yo, is no matter what I want to pursue, no matter my music, anything that I want to do near and dear to my heart, yo, my daughter is right there. Her protection, her livelihood, everything is right. It outweighs what I want every time. So I just want to find a balance of where I can do what I love and be able to raise my daughter with the time that I need, not having to go punch a clock, you know what I'm saying, for 8 hours. I wanted to homeschool her. Me and her mother was talking about that, and the time is coming, but I don't know if I'm even capable. But I got to keep faith. Something is going to work out, you know. So that be the hardest part, is just trying to stay on the path when you don't really know where the path is going. And I mean, wise men know he's a fool, and a foolish man. Damn, I forgot. I done messed up the quote. Wise men know he knows he knows nothing. Foolish man, you know, but it's okay that I don't know, but I'm also feel like I'm at a time, I'm about to be 30, where I have to know, start knowing what's consistent, what's working, what I'm gonna do. But man, is there anything else? I feel much better though, I'm not gonna lie. I feel much better. We're gonna talk about music and all that another time. But finding self, that's the mission. Forgiving self, forgiving others, transition and moving on. Being okay to move on. Man. Just moving on. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I just be needing that person that I can have these type of conversations with. I can talk to. I ain't really got that. Like I said, I put it within my music. I talk to people here and there, but like, what I'm finding out is if someone was to come talk to me about their problems and what they was going through, I'm very attentive and on it, and I'm looking for solutions. That's just the Aries in me. I'm looking, how can we make this better? How can I make it better? And it's, that's what I'm like, drop expectations, but at the same time, once I do let somebody in and talk to them and vent to them about anything like that, they just brush it off. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. I don't know if it's like, you a man, you ain't supposed to have no emotions, be going, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but it's like not being able to have that open space or have that open ear. You know what I'm saying? Besides, my mom always hold me down for anything I need in life, but like I'm talking about like a person that I can really be 100% me with. You know what I'm saying? I be thinking that I have that person. Then I'm attentive and there for them for every situation. In the first moment that I need them, everything in the world, everything else happens in the world. They so busy they can't get to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I have to get out of. I'm not gonna lie. I was in a state and feeling of like, I'm kind of used to people disappointing me and letting me down. So I know it's gonna happen. So let me not even get too attached. And I feel like even having that energy was keeping me limited and limiting me from certain things and opportunities, certain people, certain situations, because I'm scared to get close because I know you're gonna let me down. And I'm not gonna lie, I still fight and battle with that now. But I'm also in the mind state of, man, it just is what it is. I don't have no expectations, just whatever happens, happens. And that also got me in trouble too. Another situation. We're gonna get into it. I got some stories to tell. But, just trying to find self. That's the biggest part. Find itself. Well, I'm gonna get off here. It's your boy Jay-Welch, waiting to witness this always felt. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Hit that notification. Stay tapped in if you want to, stay tapped in with me. Because I really want to interact with the crowd, with the comments. I want y'all to tell me about y'all. Give me y'all input, y'all opinions on certain situations and what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to have that conversation with the tribe. Y'all not fans. Y'all not the comment section. We're going to call it the tribe. You feel me? And we're going to vent and talk and just grow together. I would love y'all input on certain things. So hit that like, notification, subscribe, all that. Yeah. It's your boy Jay-Welch, radiant and realness that's always felt. Peace.
Yeah, Mr. Jazz Autry, the Happy Valley child, now river, now come and flow with me. The underground rugged elegant element of poetry. Only got a second job for a real goddess to notice me. Hold up, baby, you